So welcome to this week's wedding man with me, Charlotte.
And I'm Kate.
And we are the Wedding Besties. So this week we're going to carry on talking about
our business trip to Cyprus last year. All the lovely suppliers that we met.
So how's your week been?
My week's been alright.
It's Monday.
Yeah, it is only Monday. We had a nice barbecue on the weekends. That was nice.
I loved that.
First ever garden party.
It was so nice, wasn't it?
Yeah.
It really was. Just a chilled.
Can you believe I've lived here for 4 years and that's the first time I've ever had anyone over for a garden party? Garden's not my mess.
Yeah, but now. Because you do like to throw a good party but you get anxiety, so yeah, but now.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
True.
Like, it's normally me who hosts the parties.
I think I'd be alright in like Cyprus and all that because like you're outside all the time anyway, aren't you? In England it's just whether you get the weather.
Yeah, and then you live quite far away from all those down in the scabby heads of the neck of the woods. So, but, yeah, choking on fresh air. Yeah, really enjoyed it.
Yeah, it was nice. And I've had the body double and call with Ellie today, whose wedding that we're doing in September 2028.
What's that?
So that went all well. So it's like when you got ADHD, because she's got AU ADHD, which is autism and ADHD, and I've got ADHD. So it's like working together. You're on the phone, you're on video call, but you're getting stuff done and just like keeping each other accountable.
Oh, okay. So it's like me and you in the office, but just on the phone.
Yeah, so she was stressed out over like wedding invitations and everything, so we went over that, getting the brand fonts, like a brand kit for the wedding, so she'll have a wedding logo, wedding fonts, wedding colours.
Because who knew you needed a logo?
No one until you get married. But yeah, you need a wedding logo.
So that's what you done this morning. I went to the gym. Made all the dog foods from scratch. And then come in.
Yeah, your dogs eat better than me.
It's just Nelly, do you know, if people will come at me and be like, oh my god, she thinks I'm gonna get my class. I'm from Anfield, I'm not posh at all. But Nelly, me mutt, she won't eat nothing, will she? She won't eat dog food. She just won't eat it. And I was 6 years after wasting money on it, plus as well, she went a little bit underweight, not from my doing, her own doing. Yeah, from not eating. So, yeah, I just started making food for them from scratch, but it's actually cheaper, so
yeah,
it's just a bit more time consuming, but how I look at it is, well, you do the same for the baby that's weaning off milk.
Yeah.
Make it all from scratch there, and they are our babies, so.
Yeah, they are. So yeah, that's been our weekend. Been the start of our week. Charlotte went camping again.
Yeah, we went on our last one of the year because we go to Tenerife soon, don't we? And then we're in Cyprus, and then before we know it, it's the winter, and then before we know it, it's Christmas.
Before we know it, it's 2027.
Oh, no,
before we know it, it's Kirsty's wedding.
That's what I was just about to say. We'll be flying out there to see the wedding. Can't wait. Can't wait to just have a ball.
I know. It is going to be a ball, that wedding.
Yeah, can't wait.
But
before that, we've got Kirsty's dress fitting and TV.
Yeah, we have. So that's
September 24th.
Yeah, September 24th, the day after we get back from Cyprus. So we have a 3-week business. I have a 3-week business trip. You have a 2-week business trip. And then the day after we get back, we're going to Lewi.
In Cheshire.
Yeah, and we're going this weekend as well to do a podcast there. I know we mentioned it on the other podcast, but that will be out after this podcast.
Yeah.
Won't it? So in a couple of weeks' time, that'll be out.
And we'll make sure that we get you all the bloopers. Because to me, they're the best ones, the bloopers. I love the blooper ones.
It's always you that's on the bloopers, that's why.
To be fair, it is, but it is what it is.
Yeah.
You win some, you lose some.
Yeah, that is true. You win a lot of the bloopers though, because you are quite funny.
I am when no one's watching.
Picking your nails out your bum.
I got little recordings from when we went to waterfall the other day. And I'm not messing, about 15 times in a 3-minute video, because there was no one there. There was just Dan and I.
She's got a big bunda.
I know. There was no one there, and I didn't take the tripod or nothing because obviously we were hiking up to see this waterfall. So we used my shoe with the camera in, and I thought, right, if I record it and then we just stand still for a minute, I'll be able to just screenshot it to get a nice photo. No, I watched it back when we got back to camp. The physio was about 3 minutes long and I picked my knickers out my arse 15 times.
Well,
if not more.
Well, they get lost.
Honestly, though.
So this podcast is a continuation of our last podcast.
The follow one.
Yeah, so we were talking about everything that we'd done last June when we went to Cyprus to meet all the suppliers and everything. So at this point in the business, I've got married, we'd started the brochure, we went over to meet all the suppliers, go to loads of different venues.
What year did you get married?
2024.
So we'd done the business for a year. May 24, till May 25, and then we went in the June, didn't we?
Yeah, we went in the June and we met everyone.
Yeah, I can remember going to Vasilias and you were like, I want a picture in Vasilias with Lewi because it's like a year anniversary.
Yeah. Okay. Lewi and Dan were at the aisle. I didn't do it with Lewi because somebody was getting married there that day and they were there. I just felt a bit weird. I was like
an imposter.
Yeah, because it was the first time we've ever done anything like that.
We always get imposter syndrome, but that literally, you was being an imposter.
Someone else's wedding, someone else's aisle. So yeah, didn't want to do that, didn't want to overstep my boundaries. Because even when we got to Vasilias, I'd left the lads in the car, if you remember.
No.
I told the lads to wait in the car while me and you were going in to see Christina and Nina. And I said, stay there. And then Christina said, where are the boys? I was like, they're in the car. And she looked at me and went, bring them in. So they sat there and she gave them beers and everything, didn't she?
Yeah, I was going to say, we had a beer while they were sat in the car. And then when they came in, they went, we used all right there with your beer. Got a little Keo.
But it was one of them because we've never really been to venues and everything. I mean, even though we know Christina and Nina, you still want to act professional anyway, don't you? So dragging in your spouses while you're there to come and do content is just like a big load of scousers rocking up at a venue. I was just like a bit like giving myself the ick a bit. But it was fine.
You say that, but I feel like Cypriots, they are professional, friendly. Obviously, but
they're very friendly.
They're
it's
more,
like family,
they're more community driven rather than professional, aren't they? Like, they wouldn't have Lewi sat in the car while we're like doing food samples and all that. There's one of them to be involved. Oh my god, he'd make himself involved.
Literally, a little greedy goblin. We've just been talking about this from the barbecue on the weekend.
Greedy goblin!
I went to see myself food yesterday and Charles said there was loads of food left. So there was one sausage, one lamb kofta and one chicken piece left. And I still shared that with him. Oh. I know. I didn't realise there was loads of food left. But anyway, still on top of... If my face is shiny, I've got moisturiser on.
So it's like still 1,001 degrees in the UK, by the way.
It is. But my psoriasis is just a flaky. But anyway, back to the wedding stuff. So Lorraine is a decor company. She's not a decor company, she's a person. Lorraine owns Cloud9.
Yes.
Which is a decor company.
That's the company.
Cloud9
is the person.
Dream Events is a company run by Lorraine.
Yes.
And Lorraine is based in Ayia Napa.
Smashed it. And
the way Lorraine works with Cloud9 is she doesn't have like a set brochure of what you can pick out. So majority of decor companies will have a set brochure. It'll have pictures of everything and then it'll have the prices. It can be a bit confusing because there's so much decor that they've got.
Yeah, it's information overload, isn't it?
Yeah, so normally you just do like a written thing of what you want and then they'll send you an invoice of how much everything costs, so on and so forth. But the difference with Lorraine from Cloud9 is she does everything like to be bespoke in a sense because she'll have a video call with the couple.
Yeah.
And she walks them through the whole warehouse. So she'll say, right, is this like the type of fab that you're going for? Is this what you want? And then they get to pick out everything that they want on the day.
Yeah.
So it's not just like set this, you have this. And she's really good as well because if she doesn't have it, she will get it or she will make it.
Yeah, that story about the phone box.
Yeah.
Where did she have to drive to get that? Was it like the far ends of Paphos?
Yeah, because I think she had that imported because she was going to get somebody to make it for her, but
yeah,
I think they were fell through or something.
No, they were talking like silly money.
Yeah.
And then it was cheaper to get it imported, but you had to drive to the other side of... I don't even know where the other side of Paphos is. Is it like...
You got Latchy and like Polish.
Yeah,
but if it comes to like customs, I think it goes to Larnaca.
Oh, possibly.
Or Limassol. I think it goes to Larnaca though, but I don't live in Cyprus yet, so I don't know. But anyway, when we went to see Lorraine at Cloud9, she was just dead down to earth.
Yeah.
Dead straightforward, dead down to earth. Gives her opinions on everything which we like, and she took us to the whole
Yeah, we were
warehouse.
there for
We were there for a while. Yeah, we've got some footage of everything. But when we go back in September,
I'd like to see it at a wedding or a function of some kind. Just because it didn't do the stuff justice.
No. So on the 7th of September, Lorraine's got me for the whole day.
Oh,
so when I don't know that I told you, but when we were coming down camp, me and Lewi, I was messaging Lorraine, and I said, do you want to do a podcast, basically? Because Jane from Cinderella said it'd be good if you'd had suppliers on the podcast.
Mm-hmm.
So I thought...
That is good idea, that.
Yeah, I thought Lorraine, you know what Lorraine's like, she's funny, and she's brutally honest with stuff. So I thought, right, ask her, and she was like, oh, I'll get my hair and makeup done. I was like, well, I can do your hair and makeup. I can give you a little curly bob, and it'll be fine.
It'll be in for about 3 weeks as well.
Yeah, and she's got a small wedding on, so I can go and get content and everything. So I said it will be me and my husband that are coming because Charles not flying out until we go to Paphos. But I just said to her she can put Lewi to work.
Well, that's what he's there for.
Nobody's like, he gets stuck in setting everything up and delivering, driving wherever he needs to. So yeah, I'm looking forward to going to see Lorraine. And if anyone wants any decor, Ayia Napa based, Cloud9 Dream events.
Yeah.
They're really good.
What else did we do in Ayia Napa?
So I think last week we covered the legacy venue.
Yeah.
Oh, we went to see Andrea.
Yes, Andrea, the photographer. We did speak a little bit about it, but not a lot.
No. I mentioned as well that she does like birthing photography and everything now, didn't I? So yeah, we went to see Andrea. We went to see Marios.
George and Marios.
Yeah, we went to see George.
Yeah.
So George does all the wedding buses and the wedding cars.
Again, because they were all in the warehouse, it wasn't the same effects.
No.
They need to be like outside and in the blue skies and...
Yeah, seeing people on the bus enjoying it.
Having a good vibe.
So yeah, I'm going to get something set up with him. And now we've got Cecilia.
Oh, yeah,
which is George's wife.
Yes, she's bossing
it. So she's a singer, Cecilia. And yeah, I can't wait to go and meet her. I'm going to go and see her in a hotel. So I think on the 2nd, we've got the boat trip with Andreas Cruises.
Yeah.
And then we'll go back, get shopping or whatever. And then in the night time, we're going to see Cecilia.
Nice.
Singing. Yeah.
Is that far from the hotel?
I don't think so, no. I mean, even if it is, Lewi will drive anyway.
Yeah. He's not big drinkers when we're not there.
No.
And you'll be going put to work, well, obviously not me not being there that first week.
Yeah. So we'll just go back because the cruise is for 4 hours and it starts at 10. So 11, 12, 1, 2. So that's 2 o'clock. Go and get shopping, maybe have a little snorkel, see what's around our apartment.
Maybe have a nap.
And then go and see Cecilia.
Yeah, well, that sounds gorgeous.
Yeah, so we've got quite a few things set up for the Ayia Napa one now, which is really good. We're going to go and see Happy Images, which is Alex, which his actual name is Sandor, but it's Alexander. Alexander in English, isn't it? So we're going to go and see him as well.
Yeah. You got that booked in, yeah?
Yeah, that's booked in. That's like provisionally booked in. But there's a couple of different people in Ayia Napa as well. So you've got I don't know how to pronounce his name properly, but I know it's like Tio, and he does classical singing. And then there's Prop and Paint Studio.
Oh yeah, I've seen that.
They do like the live wedding illustrations. So I've tried to sort something out to go and book and see her. So yeah, that's all going to be so good. I can't wait.
Yeah.
Can't wait to go and get the content and everything, and then
give you an update on it all.
Yeah, get over to Paphos and see you. Come pick you up from the airport at what time in the morning?
12 a.m.
12 a.m.
So that's after 2300 hours. If people don't know military time. Well, no, because my mum the other week, she said to me, I can't even remember what I was talking to her about, but she went 12 a.m. She texted me saying 12 a.m.
Yeah, so that's like after in the morning. 12 a.m. in the morning.
Yeah, as if they like the clock starts again and goes to what? No, she meant 12 p.m. in the day.
You talked about my mummy, yeah?
No, well, I know that. So I was just clarifying it.
For the viewers at home.
For the viewers at home. So yeah, after we went and seen Lorraine, that was then when we took the journey to the winery that we spoke about last week.
Yeah, but we also done a good one, because I know that we touched on the Yellow Submarine the other week. We went to the Musan museum.
We did. I liked that. I know you and Lewi weren't a fan of it at first, but I liked that.
Look, I've only just started liking the sea, haven't I? And this was quite, I mean, it's not that far out, but it was.
It's about a mile.
For someone that doesn't swim in the sea.
It
was quite far out.
And it was deep.
It was deep.
And it's salty, so therefore you float. So it's really hard to give you your own strength to get down on the base floor.
And then, so a bit of context, set the scene, Kate.
Set the scene.
So the museum is in Ayia Napa.
Yes.
And it's an underwater museum.
Of sculptures.
Yeah. We realised that Lewi has a fear of underwater sculptures.
People underwater.
Swimming. I just had to be swimming.
Just keep swimming.
So it's that. But then, if you're going to do it properly, I would say it would probably be better to do a diving experience to do it. Because obviously you've got the oxygen and everything on that weight down.
And yeah, you couldn't get, because it's that salty, you couldn't physically get close enough to them, because there's no, obviously you've got air in your lungs, you're just floating back to the top.
And I feel like the sea was a little bit choppy.
It was a little bit.
That day.
Yeah, it was a little bit.
And then when you get there, if you're not a strong swimmer, there's buoyancies that you can have a rest on, but there's no ladder on the buoyancy or anything, is there?
No, it's just like a rope.
You've just got to pull yourself up. I've got no upper body strength, so I was just like chilling in the sea. I didn't.
Did Dan not throw you up?
No, I didn't get up.
Did Lewi get up?
Yeah, you all got up.
I didn't get up.
Didn't you?
No. I was trying to be aerial.
I know you were panicking at me, but at one point, because I had goggles on, they just kept letting in water. I don't like salt water in my eyes.
No.
But the museum, I mean, it's a lovely beach.
Yeah, that bar was alright as well, wasn't it? That was like connected to it sort of with the hotel.
So there's a hotel that just like comes off of it, and you can go and sit in there by the pool.
Yeah.
And have like a little drink and something to eat. But it'd be nice. It's a nice little day out. Anyway, the beach is nice. The water's dead clear.
It was full of loads of like exotic shells, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Like literally stuff that you would find on the Little Mermaids.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I really
enjoyed
your
that.
back coming back, because it was quite rocky and it was getting shallow.
No, I had to help Lewi to shore. I'm sure it must have been Dan. We swapped husbands.
Again.
I just remember Lewi like just being like behind me, and I was like, "You okay?" And he was like, "No, I just want to get back to shore." And I was like, "Yeah, get on your back and I'll swim backwards like that." We never he had managed to get there, but it must have been Dan.
Possibly. I know I had you back out swimming with me anyway, but it's a nice little day out, isn't it? You've got like the Musan, like where like the letters, the big massive letters, and you got little statues and everything that you can get pictures with. Nice little viewpoint, isn't it?
Yeah, I did enjoy that though. I just wish I could have got further down.
Yeah.
Because there were so many people. There weren't loads of people there, but because it was frequent people swimming that far out, there's no fish. Obviously there's fish because it's the sea.
I find in Cyprus though that there isn't many fish.
No. I didn't. Do you remember that time when we were in Paphos for your wedding and I picked up that fucking clam or whatever it was?
It was a shell, so I had it in the sea playing mermaids with me.
But we were dead far out.
So we were deep diving. And we were going down, and there was all these like little shells at the bottom. So she was like, "I'm going to get one." So I was like, "Yeah, get one." So she got one, and she brought it up, and it was a hermit crab. She saw it, lost it. No, hermit crabs were harmed in the making of this story.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was funny. That was funny. But yeah, and then we come back, and then where did we go? We went to the winery. When did we go to Ktima Vikis?
On the way.
On the way there?
On the way, because I remember lifting up a bag of Reese's Pieces, but you know, like the little ones, like the Hershey's Kisses, they were like that. And I remember picking up the bag, and I went like that, and it just, not with solid pieces of chocolate, pure liquids, because the car was that hot.
It was.
That was on the way.
That was a journey on the way to Ayia Napa, because you got to remember, set the scene, we had a little Polo Volkswagen.
Mm-hmm.
We had
2 suitcases, two large
big
suitcases,
four
four people, 4 cabin cases, 3 bags of shopping, food and water for the day.
And we had 4 under your seats.
Yeah, cabin.
Bags.
Oh, backpacks.
Like
No,
backpacks.
we put the backpacks in the big suitcases when we were packing.
Yeah, so what we done, because we had no room in the car, we got the big suitcase and then put a little 10 kilo suitcase inside the big suitcase.
That was Sam's idea.
Packed the little suitcase and then packed around the little suitcase and compacted everything. And we got rid of 2 little cases like that. But then didn't we have to have 2 little suitcases in the back of the car with us?
Dan has one on the floor in the footwell, and we has one in the middle. Yeah, in the middle.
It was a heavy day. We had to pack up everything, take everything with us.
I'd never do that again.
We went to Vasilias on the way. We stopped off and had some lunch.
Yeah, where that bloody cat was. That cat. That cat. Oh my god. It was like...
It wouldn't leave us.
What's
It was
a big
just
cat?
like
Like a
laying.
lynx.
Yeah.
It was huge. Absolutely huge. And I wouldn't obviously harm animals, like, at all. Except the hermit crab. But I just don't like cats. They're just too untrusting for me. I just don't like them.
Unpredictable, aren't they?
Would it try move? It just wouldn't move.
I mean,
would
it was the friendliest cat ever, but it was literally on our feet.
Dan's mum's cat is the friendliest.
Underneath the table.
Oh my god, let's start laughing again. So, we went for dinner, and Annie was this cat. But as I was saying, Dan's mum's cat is dead friendly. Catch him on the wrong side and he'll have you. And I just think, nah.
Yeah, we are dog people.
Full on dog, like horse people as well.
Yeah.
But yeah, so this cat would not move from my side, and even the owner kept coming out and like trying to move the cat. The cat just wouldn't move.
No.
So in the end, I didn't really enjoy my dinner. And I love cucumber and tomato, but oh my god, they must have like given me 1 million pieces of cucumber and tomato. So I had to pick all that off.
She had a halloumi.
Halloumi pita bread. You all had the chicken, didn't you? I had halloumi. But there was like no lettuce or nothing. So yeah, I weren't a fan of that.
Yeah, but a good thing that come from that lunch though was the person who was doing the PR at the front of it. He was like, we were telling him what we were doing, and he was like, oh my word, like my brother
makes
engagement
jewellery.
rings and wedding rings.
Yeah.
He does both.
He does all kinds.
But he does them bespoke, like made, doesn't he? Like you give him the ideas and he makes it from scratch. So he was like, he's my twin brother. It was his twin, wasn't it?
It was his
and when
twin.
we got there, no, identical. So then we ended up there, and it turns out it was just where we parked the car. It was just over the road, wasn't it? So we went in there and spoke to him, and he does stunning.
So you've got like an engagement ring that needs a certain type of wedding ring to be cut into it. If you send him pictures, he will make a 3D design and send it back to you, what it will look like with your engagement ring. I think that is just the next level. That's Back to the Future stuff, that.
It was, he was very good. So we done that, went to Vasilias, and then
we went to Ktima Vikis.
Yeah.
On the way.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think, did we stop off at like a shop or...
No, we must have done Vasilias and then went to that village.
We did, because we were meant to be a... what you just said?
Ktima Vikis.
Ktima Vikis until around 4 o'clock. So that's why we said, we were going to Vasilias at 11 o'clock because they had the wedding. So that's how we ended up killing time by going to the village for our dinner.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We got to Ktima Vikis. Again, very remote, lovely little town. on a dirt road, you get in, and the venue is massive.
Huge.
Massive, but the way that they've done it's very smart because they have different sections of the venue, don't they? So if you just wanted like
I feel
one
like
section,
a lot of them new ones are like that now, aren't
yeah,
they?
if you just wanted one section, you could have one section, and then where the ceremony was, on a clear day, you can see right to Limassol.
Yeah, it was a bit hazy when we went because it was so hot, wasn't it?
Yeah, so it's just like pure surrounding views. There's nothing around it like that would obstruct you in any way. Is that?
Up.
No.
And then if like you turn like back on yourself, that and they have like this big area that has a dance floor, and that's where you have all your buffet and your tables, isn't it?
And so Ktima Vikis is actually Andreas's dad's property, isn't it?
Yeah.
And Andreas has turned it into like a wedding venue, so their villa is there.
Yeah.
And Andreas took us in and showed us around it, didn't he? And in the living room, he's got like a big circle couch. So
you go in.
You're like, where's your telly?
Well, he has a telly, didn't he? But he got rid of it. He just says it poisons the mind, and I'm thinking to myself, he's got a point.
Yeah, because it was just like a socialising.
Yeah, so you went
space.
in, and there was like a top level, and then there was like openings, and then that took you down into like a little living room, but it wasn't like into a living room. It was just like into like a space that is like a built-in couch from the wall.
Yeah,
if that makes sense.
Absolutely lovely though, and they've got a bridal suite, haven't they? So you can stay the night of the wedding as well, and you can get ready there. And that's just like just outside of Larnaca, so it's like Limassol. Where like the back of Limassol, isn't it?
It was nice where it was. I liked that little road, the long road that it was
with all
on.
like the trees.
With all the olive trees and stuff, and you see the little pensioners on the side selling little bits of fruit. So it was like cute.
Yeah. But overall it was a good holiday. We done a lot.
Yeah. That Mahi's on the way to the winery. It was one of the best Mahi's I've ever had.
It was nice, that Mahi.
It was. What did you get? The spicy chicken burger?
Spicy chicken burger. I always go for a spicy chicken burger. I'm having a spicy chicken burger for my tea. Just without the bun. Spicy chicken filler.
And what?
I have it on the hot honey flatbread.
Yeah.
With salad.
That's right. What am I having? I'm having chicken salads. Don't know whether I'm going to have them on a wrap or on a naan or jack a potato.
Going off topic again, talking about food.
Yeah. So after our little break, we are back talking about how we went to Paphos after Ktima Vikis.
Yeah. So we didn't really touch on the beginning of Paphos.
No.
Did we?
Set the scene. So when we originally went to Cyprus, we said, right, okay, we'll do a week in a villa, long weekends in Ayia Napa, and then back to Paphos. Because in that moment in time, that was where a lot of our suppliers and venues wasn't it, 12 months ago? It's only just been like the last year since we've come back that Ayia Napa's like built itself up. Otherwise, obviously, we would have spent longer down there. So we originally flew to Paphos.
Yeah.
And we had a villa for the week.
Stunning villa.
Oh, it was just unreal.
Stunning.
The aircon was out of this world.
It was like proper traditional, but like high ceilings, old beams. Like lovely the way it was like decorated, like very traditional.
Yeah. So you set the scene. So you parked outside and then you looked in. There's a little driveway there and then a gate, but because there was that many flowers, it looked tiny, didn't it?
Yeah.
When you walked in, it was just this big, massive, open plan living room / kitchen. And then you went to the left, and then that's where the 2 bedrooms went off. I had an ensuite and you had the bathroom. And then where you come back out, go through the kitchen, and then you went into the garden.
Stunning.
Then when you turned the corner, so you walked down, there was all the Cypriot like barbecuing area with the big outdoor table. There was a ramp that took you down, and then when you went down the ramp, so you can either go down the ramp or stay up, couldn't you, on that level?
Yeah, on the balcony. So on the balcony you had all the wisteria and everything that was coming into bloom.
So then when you went down the ramp, that was where just the big massive hill was.
Yeah.
It was just, we had the best
You had a lovely sunset and everything there, didn't you?
It was the best we had.
It was lovely. Because when we first arrived, we got a little bit lost and we didn't know where the villa was.
No.
And I was like, I swear, it was like parked outside of the villa, and I was getting it up. We had no signal.
We actually was parked outside.
We were parked outside the villa. But there was a man in the garden, and I went over and I said, is this like such and such? And he was like, I don't know what you're going on about.
Yeah.
He was English as well. Don't know what you're going on about.
Little Al fella doing the maintenance work,
Yeah.
wasn't he? But yeah, that was gorgeous. I loved that.
Yeah, and that was in like very good proximity to everything.
Yeah, Tyler it was.
Yeah.
I loved Tyler. Even though it was very hilly and you needed a car, I loved Tyler. I loved it. So where you drove down the street, you go like back on yourself, go through the little village and then up this crazy ass hill. Like, the hill was that bad when we went up to meet the lads. I had to park on a diagonal because I was scared, even though I park in gear, so if your handbrake does come off, your car will roll. I thought to myself, this car will roll because the hill is that.
It was like that.
It was steep.
And the lads had to walk up it.
They were cakes. They were absolutely
But
cakes.
that little town, that little village and everything was lovely, wasn't it? Because you had like all the little tavernas.
That's where we went for that meze.
We went for a meze there.
Yeah.
I was only thinking about that the other day. Because I think we were eating it that quick. You're not meant to, are you? You're meant to take your time with the meze because the food comes out in like intervals over an hour and a half. But that was lovely. So that's got like a massive view of the surrounding area, hasn't it?
Again, it was just that hot though, it was hazy.
Yeah.
But I feel like if you would have went like the month before, the views, like you would have got some like decent pictures from there. But yeah, so then our first ever supplier that we actually met in person was Vanessa.
Yes.
Loved Vanessa, loved that experience.
And Vanessa does yoga and meditation and everything, doesn't she? So we went to like Coral Bay, we parked in Ocean Basket, and we were like, I think we're at the right place. We think we're at the right place. Now we saw people with yoga mats, didn't we? And we knew
we were fine.
We knew we were fine. So we walked down, but that was like a lovely community as well, wasn't it?
Yeah. All the residents at the back, yeah. So when you walked down, so you parked at the top in the car park, and then there was a path that had like recently been made because it was dead modern, wasn't it? It had like handrails and stuff. When you went down, there was like a big massive play area for kids. Then there was a basketball area. Then there was like a little street that took you to the residential part. And then if you continued walking, there was like, the only way I can describe it is like a bandstand.
Yeah, it had like columns and everything in it, didn't it?
It wasn't like a bandstand like what's in Stanley Park, like the little circle things. It was like quite a big square piece.
Yeah. But
it had the columns with the shaded roof.
Yeah, it was really like a viewing point.
Yeah, a bit
maybe.
of a viewing point, but you could like, if you wanted to put like a band or something there,
yeah,
or
you could.
like a DJ or something, you could.
Yeah.
So she done a yoga there in the morning, didn't she?
Yeah, it was lovely and peaceful. I thought it was around 6 a.m, but it wasn't. Charles told me it was about 9 o'clock. But when we were there, we met that man, didn't we? This man.
We didn't meet him.
So all the girls, all the ladies are doing yoga.
So it was just
me and Ada walking around taking content.
It was just before we were starting the content of the yoga, because it was our first ever time meeting a supplier in the flesh. We had no idea what we were doing.
No, we had to meet all the ladies, ask them for permission.
Yeah, we just bought a £1,000 camera and didn't have a clue what we were doing. And then next thing, Vanessa's like, yeah, just you do what you need to do, capture whatever you want, you've got everyone's consent, blah, blah, blah. So we feel a lot better. Like,
Who saw?
Usami? I've just said Usami, what's that? Like fish or something?
Like wasabi.
Oh, that's what I've just been thinking of. I don't like that, it's vile. Anyway, so we started feeling better. And then this fella just walks up from the beach.
He was scary.
He was. So, set the scene. So where this like bandstand is, it's not a massive drop to the beach. It's like a little...
No, it's not.
It's like just a little hill. Don't talk with my hands.
But then you've got like all your rocks and everything, haven't you? And then the sea's a little bit further out.
He just appears from the rocks.
Yeah, he appeared from nowhere, but he looked military.
Yeah.
He looked like he could be violent.
Yeah. We didn't know whether he was homeless. We didn't know whether he was a drug or alcohol abuser.
Yeah.
I honestly thought he was dehydrated and had too much sun.
Yeah, he was just like stood
Because he wasn't
and just like lurking.
He wasn't malnourished to the point of like where you think
he was ripped.
Yeah, where you think, oh, he's homeless or anything. He did look like he'd just like come back from war.
Yeah.
He looked like is it Wilson? What's the thing?
Tom Hanks
with all the hair from years. That's what he'd look like. Anyway, Kate's trying to get this content, and I know what she's like with her anxiety, and I'm thinking I just need to like keep calm. I just need to try and steer her away and like act like Billy Big Bollocks. Even though I'm not, I'm a shit house, really. So where the entrance is, Kate's getting content, and I'm just like stood there like that, like
the fountain of the yoga session.
Honestly, because I just thought I need to like, I don't know, set the scene of like I'm the alpha. No alpha at all. Pure beta. Charlie. So yeah, and then he just kept like,
he was just like lurking around, and he like disappeared for a few minutes, and then he come back.
Yeah, but then
it's just a bit unsettling.
He left, and then once he'd left and we like the yoga session was finished, all the ladies, they started like chatting with us, didn't they? And
yeah, everyone was a bit intrigued like what we were doing.
Made us feel so much better. And then Vanessa was like, oh, come for a cup of coffee and like we'll have a little chat and whatever, blah blah blah. So then when we were talking to Vanessa walking up to the car park, she was like, I'm happy to do whatever brides want. So Kate went, would you do like send before the hen? And she was like, I love that idea. Like something that's just a little bit more chill.
Yeah.
And a bit more different than just like going the strip for your Enzo.
Yeah. Because I just thought people aren't really doing it at this point in time. You could do like a nice little like cliff rooftop, or like even there where they went and then people could go and have a swim after there. I have a little prosecco, have a little dance around.
Even
like,
if they hired like a venue for the night, like a villa or something for the night.
So like Coral Hills Villa.
Yeah.
You could have a little pre-party there, and you could do like all your yoga and everything there. So like say you stay before the night before your wedding and you get married in Coral Hills Villa, you could have like a little girls, because there's companies that do like paint and sip and everything now. You could do that. You could do like a little yoga, little pamper session. And just like go into your wedding morning stress free. Yeah.
But yeah, so then we went to Phil's, didn't we?
Yeah, for the coffee. Lovely coffee.
And then we said bye to everyone there. And then in that night and the same day, we saw Sam.
Yeah.
In that restaurant, and we didn't even realise it until later on.
So when we were going to see Sam's an acoustic guitar player, isn't he? We were going there, and at first we were like, again, because people were sat having the tea, watching Sam perform.
Yeah.
Like, do we go up to him and get content, or do we just sit back a little bit?
We were like hard.
Put the content on the table, the camera on the table. And we were just like sort of hard and just lurking a little bit at first, but in the end,
it was fine. I just feel like
there was a group of ladies that were a bit.
They were a bit arsey, let's be honest. Let's just have it straight.
Yeah.
Let's call a spade a spade.
They were a little bit arsey and a bit. They were just like, oh, what are they doing? And
they were making loud comments to the point where it made the environment uncomfortable.
Yeah.
And then in the end, you said to them, because I started like fuming, thinking like, if they've got an issue, I'm very
it's
like...
just like, why can't people just be nice?
Yeah, it weren't even about like what they were saying, it was how they were saying it. They were saying it with like pure arrogancy, and I was just thinking, if you're curious on what we're doing, then just ask us.
Yeah.
And then in the end, you went over and you were like, oh, by the way, ladies, you're not going to be on this content, we're just filming Sam for our dashboard, whatever. And then Sam must have like picked up on it then. And then he was like, oh no, you can come film, it's fine. And he says it on the mic and everyone is, and then it was okay then.
Yeah. Because at first, I mean, when the ladies were saying stuff, it's not like we were in front of Sam, we weren't blocking anybody's view or anything like that. It was just a little bit uncomfortable at the beginning, wasn't it? But
I think it was just more of a distraction for the women.
Yeah.
And they're at that age where Dan calls it the moaning age. But nothing else going on, so all they do is moan.
I'm always at that moaning age, not gonna lie.
You were about 67. Anyway, so we got some boss content of Sam, didn't we?
We got some really good content of Sam. And then in Phillips, you can have your tea there, you can have coffee there, you can have lunch and everything.
Gorgeous restaurant.
It's absolutely stunning. It's got like a great Gatsby theme, hasn't it? And they do pre-weddings and post-wedding parties as well.
Yeah.
They
do other acts as well, not just Sam.
Yeah, they do quite a lot. Yeah. So Dan got a beer, you got a water, and I got a coffee.
Yeah.
And then at the end of the night, we're speaking to Sam and whatever after he finished his performance. And the drinks were paid for, weren't they?
Yeah, we thought it was Sam.
Yeah.
But it wasn't, it was the owner, which was lovely. Because
we got contented there as well. And then as we're packing up the car, I've left Charlotte and Dan in the car, and I've come back, and this old couple stopped us.
And stopped you?
Stopped me. They stopped me and was like, hey, can I just ask what you're doing? So I told them everything and just said, obviously I got married here in 2024. It was very overstimulating. We want to give suppliers the platform to reach the target audience without competing on Facebook groups. And we also want to help couples as well, not go through what I went through.
Just make it easier,
just make it a nice time for everyone. And they were absolutely made up with what we were doing, and they said they want us to go back this year to the same bar to give them an update of how we're doing.
I forgot that they'd said that.
Yeah, because that's their local, and they'd taken loads of leaflets off of me to put in the supermarkets and everything. They were absolutely made up.
That's just how communicative it is there, isn't it?
Because I think she lived in Ayia Napa originally, because I don't know whether her ex-husband or her ex-husband was in the RAF. But they moved over there then. So after we'd been to see Sam, we got home, and it was quite late, wasn't it, when we got home?
Yeah, we had a pool party till 12 a.m.
Yeah, 12 a.m. 12 p.m. 12 a.m.
No, it was Ayia.
I know, I'm in a mess. So yeah, we had
a conversation before about military time, and I was like, no, that's not right. No.
We had a pool party and everything, and then what did we do the next day then?
So the next morning we went to the cake shop.
Yes, we went to Love Island Cakes.
Love Island Cakes and Deli.
Yes.
To see Joe.
Joe runs Love Island Cakes and Deli, and a team. A team was so lovely.
Yeah, gorgeous.
They do funny TikToks and everything all the time, don't they?
Yeah, but
I had my wedding cake from Love Island Cakes, and it was lovely, the bite of it that I had.
Yeah.
I'd only got a small cake. So I got my cake from Love Island Cakes, and I only had a small love heart shape until death do us part, baby. And I didn't get a slice of that. All the other ones has it. But everyone says it was lovely.
No, I didn't get a slice of it, and I was gutted that I didn't get a slice of it, because I don't eat cake. But if Victoria Sponges, a cake I would eat with a cup of tea.
Because then we got white chocolate and raspberry.
Yeah,
because there's so many different flavours that you can get. Me and Libby love a good white chocolate and raspberry. Anything.
But now the other one's got it. Because you had to say it with your buffet.
Oh yeah, so you got loads of desserts anyway.
You didn't need a £400 cake.
No, because I thought, am I going to eat cake on the wedding day? Probably not.
Gonna drink wine? Definitely, yeah.
Do I want to spend more money on wine or cake?
Wine.
100%. But it just allowed me to put money into other things instead of spending it. And I had Joe up the wall before my wedding. Up the wall. This woman must have just thought, oh, she's a case. Because I was asking her for cupcakes, different things. Because I wanted cake, but I didn't want to spend a fortune on it because I knew it would just go in the bin. Do you know what I mean? So I just thought, for me and my family, it's not really worth it because everyone likes a bevy more.
Yeah, the only person who'd really have cake would be my nan and my mum.
Yeah.
But it wouldn't even be at the wedding, it would have been the next day.
Yeah. So it all got it was all demolished, but when we went and seen them, we got loads of little content of
we saw
behind the scenes.
We saw the calf properly, because you can go to the calf just on on holiday, can't you?
Yeah. Yeah, and they've started doing charcuterie,
boards.
Not boards, but the
grazing tables.
No, so it's the mobile, the ice cream trucks.
Yeah.
The little, what are they called?
Gelato.
No, the way Tara's got Love at First Bite. And it's like the little trolley thing.
Yeah.
With them in it. So she does them with charcuterie, I think. So you can like make like a little bowl of your own charcuterie at a wedding. Went round the houses to get that one on, didn't I? Yeah. That's what they've started doing. So they've started branching out with that. And then after that, we went to go and see Michael, who owns the cars. And then we went to Sandy Beach.
Sandy Beach. So, little thing about Sandy Beach.
Set the scene. So you come in, it's on like a dirt road.
No, before that. So when we were back in the UK, at home, Liverpool, we booked Cyprus like what? I'm going to say 3 weeks prior before we departed.
It wasn't long.
It wasn't long because we were still brand new, even though we're like nearly 3 years into it, we're still brand new now, technically. Yeah. So 12 months into a company, you're proper like newborn. WhatsApps all our suppliers in Paphos and says, listen, we're going to be at Sandy Beach Club at this time on this date. We'd love for you to come and meet us. We put money aside to pay for the bar and everything. And then when we got there, I set the scene again. This is the layout. So you park at the top and you walk down like a little bit of a dirt road. And then you come to the toilets here, which is like a shed. And you carry on walking in the big massive bar. It's all like tiki and like Hawaiian, isn't it? And then here you've got like little swings and the showers.
Yeah, you've got loads of seating area on that side.
Loads of seating area on that side.
And then the other side.
And then if you continue to the front, that's where all the sunbeds are with the massive mattresses.
Got a DJ booth and everything like that because you can have pre and post wedding parties there as well.
So, we'd giving myself just even thinking about it.
We reserved 3 tables basically.
That could fit.
But we hadn't really had
people
anybody
respond
and say they were going to be there or whatever. And obviously it was last minute. It was June, so it was mid-wedding season.
Yeah.
It was hot. If people get a day off, they don't really want to go and spend it or just chatting up their ears.
Yeah.
So
we reserved it and we'd asked like...
We told the boys to get lost because we didn't think we'd have enough seats.
Honest to God. Who did we think we were? Oh, it's rapid cringe. But anyway, we invited, I'm going to say, 30, 40 people. Only one turns up.
But the one that turned up was Gail, and she was absolutely lovely.
And I feel like she could have been one of the best people to have met there.
Yeah.
She was so knowledgeable on weddings in Cyprus.
Yeah.
Because she's just been doing it for years. She just knows it in and out. So, yeah, 100%. I was made up when it was Gail that showed up because she taught us so much without even knowing.
Yeah, she did. And I think it's one of them because we still got to experience Sandy Beach Bar. So we know what it's like if we're doing like pre-weddings or post-wedding parties.
I still enjoyed my day there. Like.
Oh, we had a ball. It was like, you're out working and you're at a beach bar. Like, that's the life.
That is the life.
Do you know what I mean?
And there's loads of people there actually working with their own little laptops and all that, which was just gorgeous to see.
And I seen on a YouTuber's YouTube, obviously, he gets up and goes to Sandy Beach Bar and does like a workout of the morning. They all do like a little hot fit.
Oh, do they? Yeah.
In Sandy Beach Bar, yeah. And we got, as I say, we got to meet Gail and we got to see other people and we met people on the table next to us.
Yeah, we did. Well. They were looking at getting married the following year also.
Yeah, because we had got merch.
Yeah.
As well with us. We had towels with the Wedding Bestie logo on. We had all our bags.
The brochure, which was the original dashboard.
Yeah.
So yeah, that was a good little trip.
It was. And then we told Gail that we were going to St. Dimitrianos the next day.
Mm.
And she says, I'll come and meet you in the morning. And I'll drive you up there. So we ended up going to Gail's shop the next day, didn't we?
Yeah.
So Gail is the owner of So Essential Dresses.
Mm-hmm.
And basically she does steaming, cleaning, alterations, tailoring. She rents out wedding dresses and all different sizes.
She rents out anything.
She does tiaras, suits, page boys, bridesmaids.
She even does prom. I know that doesn't like
all sorts.
We went to a shop and it was like Aladdin's cave, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Aladdin's cave.
It was. There was so much in there.
And she'd been in the business for that long. she just knew what she was talking about. So like before she used to do weddings in Cyprus, wedding dresses in Cyprus, she used to fix all the ball gowns and make ball gowns.
Yeah.
For the balls. But yeah, it was lovely meeting Gail. And it was lovely seeing the shop.
It was. She's got so much there, so if people just wanted to go to Cyprus and then decide a couple of days in, I want to get married.
Yeah.
You can go and do it, yeah.
Gail's the gal.
Gail's the gal.
Gail's the gal.
goat.
The goat. I wonder if she'll know what that means.
Greatest of all time, Gail. Greatest of all time. Yeah.
She was the greatest of all time by taking us up to St. Dimitrianos.
She was. So St. Dimitrianos is basically, it's a village that's more up in the mountains. And it's
about half an hour away from Paphos, isn't it?
So it's owned by the community, basically, this wedding space. And it's a big, massive courtyard, isn't it?
Yeah.
A big square where people come together.
So set the scene. So you walk in from the street where you park your car. There's a play area on this side. I need to start saying left and right, don't I, for the people who can't see the video. So
For the benefit of the listeners,
benefit of the listeners, so sorry guys. So when you walk in, on the right hand side, there's the play area. And then just a little bit further up, there's like a house, isn't there? But the house, that's where they do all the food.
Yeah.
And the bar for when the wedding is taking place. So then if you come back out of there, go straight forward, there's a massive courtyard space, isn't there? And then to the left of that, there's a Greek Orthodox church.
Yeah.
Can you get married in there?
I think you can, but don't quote me on that, because I know majority of the ceremonies are held outside the church.
Yeah.
Because I think
there's a nice runway, isn't there?
Yeah, there's certain different things that you've got to do to get married in the church and have a religious ceremony over there. It's not impossible, but I think that there's more
to it.
Yeah, there's more steps involved rather than just having a civil ceremony over there.
Yeah. So where the Greek Orthodox church is, there's like a nice runway, isn't there? Yeah. That's where you get married. And then overlooking that's the view of all of Paphos, isn't it? Yeah. And it's just unreal.
That view, honest to God, when we walked around, because there's like there was a little bandstand around there, if you remember?
Yeah, so one. If you go to the top of where the viewpoint is and take a left and then a right for all the listeners, that's where that little bandstand was.
Yeah.
And then that's where you had the panoramic view.
Oh, that view was just outstanding.
Of Paphos and Cyprus.
It was outstanding. It was just unreal.
I thought to myself, the photographer, the pictures that you get on this day.
I know.
Would just be
especially
unreal.
Imagine the sunset, because Cyprus sunset, I'm sorry, they're just
unreal.
They're unreal.
Yeah. But yeah, where the courtyard is, to the right behind the house where the barn and food will be done on the wedding day, that's where the disabled toilets and all that were. Like,
yeah,
again,
it's very disabled friendly and everything there, isn't it? And because it's like, it's not a set venue, is it? So you can sort of have the space however you want it. You can have your ceremony wherever you want it. You can set it up in all different ways. It's sort of yours to just like experiment with and go wild with.
Yeah. But yeah, I loved that venue. But that venue was ran by Sheridan.
Sheridan, yeah. So
lovely Sheridan.
Sam, who we were talking about before, Sheridan is her son, and then she's got another daughter. She's got another child. She's got another child who's a female. Who's a daughter. So you got Matilda and Sam, their siblings. The mum is Sheridan, who's a wedding planner over there, and Matilda is married to Tom, who's a DJ.
Yes.
So all very talented, all very, very talented people. And we went to see Matilda as well whilst we were on that business trip, didn't we? But when we met Sheridan, absolutely lovely. She's been through some stuff.
She's like salt of the earth.
Yeah. Again, just gives you loads of information, helps you out with everything.
Well, she's our legal lady, isn't she?
Yeah.
She does all our legal stuff for the couples getting married.
Yeah. So anyone that's getting married over there, what Sheridan does, as well as planning for St. Dimitrianos, is she comes and picks you up from the hotel, takes you to the town hall, gets in touch with you 3 months prior, because that's when you start your legal process, 3 months prior, not before. on the dot, so 3 months from your wedding date. And she will tell you all the information that you need, what you need to fill out, what you need apostle stamped. Because that is an overwhelming part of...
Yeah, massively
overwhelming part, the legal section of getting married over.
I remember you on the morning of you going to do all your legal stuff and you were running around like a headless chicken.
Yeah, because I didn't realise that I needed photocopies of the witnesses' passports.
No.
So our appointment was like early in the morning.
Yeah, it was like 8, 9 o'clock, wasn't it?
So I had to go and wake everyone up and ask for the passports. Fun.
Oops. But yeah, Sheridan's our legal lady who just takes that pressure off you, doesn't it?
Yeah.
And you don't need to be getting married in St. Dimitrianos to have that service.
No. She will help you no matter where you are. And she's got her own little wedding planning business now as well. She's doing quite well, and you know what? I'm made up for her.
Gorgeous.
I'm made up for her. She deserves it. Deserves like the spout of good luck. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. So yeah, after St. Dimitrianos, what did we do after that?
We come back down, we went to Ayia, and then we went back to the villa.
I think that's where we had the Uno afternoon.
I think it was.
Because I think the next day we were up early for the buggies.
Yeah.
So that's it for this week's episode. Make sure you like and subscribe and keep up to date with everything Wedding Besties and the Wedding Man.
We will see you next week.